am come fulfilling scriptures, answering promises. I am come answering prayers. I am attaining the perfect accomplishment of fulfilling all scriptures from Genesis to Revelation. I am that sign in heaven, doing great, glorious, admirable, and terrible works and miracles with an ethical end and purpose. I am accompanied by 7 angels, having the 7 last plagues. For in these plagues is filled up the wrath of Yahweh. And yet, in spite of these great works, Yahweh Ben Yahweh is reckoned or numbered with the transgressors. The U.S. government gave Yahweh Ben Yahweh the number 22031-034. This means that Yahweh Ben Yahweh is accursed and labeled as being without law, labeled as being lawless, not having, knowing, or acknowledging the law. He is labeled as being lawless in the sense of transgression the law. He is labeled as a transgressor. He is labeled as wicked. He is labeled as unjust and unholy, describing his sin as opposition to or contempt for the will of Yahweh. Nevertheless, these things concerning me have an end. Now, it does not mean the extinction and termination with reference to time, but it has rather to deal with the goal reached, the goal that I will reach, the completion and the conclusion of the divine foreordained goal of suffering that results from my suffering. When we speak of the end of man, we speak of the full age of man. That's what that means. When we speak of the end of man, what we're really speaking of is the full age of man. That's cryptic. Or the ripening of the seed. It never denotes merely an end as to time. When we speak of the end of man, it means the termination of the present course and condition of the world rulers and their political system. When we speak of the end of man, it means the divine goal reached. When we speak of the end of man, we speak of the beginning of a new order of things, which is theocratic government. When we speak of the end of man, we mean the beginning of Yahweh Ben Yahweh's work of teaching the world how to love. It denotes the final end. It denotes the conclusion, which the dominion of the law of Yahweh is found in Yahweh Ben Yahweh. Therefore, Yahweh will divide Yahweh Ben Yahweh a portion with the great, and he shall divide the spoil with the strong. Because Yahweh Ben Yahweh has poured out his soul unto death, and he is numbered with the transgressors. Because he is the one who seeks to achieve the state of independence, a conscious revolt against wicked rulership, and he bare the sins of many to take away and stop the sins of breaking the laws, statutes, judgments, and commandments of Yahweh. It is a fact that Yahweh Ben Yahweh has declared independence for the righteous and is able to look the God of this world straight in the eye, have a clear conscience, and anticipate that things go well, something which is done while praying. The act of Yudhe-Wahbe Bethlehem Sophie Yudhe-Wahbe, bearing the sin of the world through his suffering, signifies that Yudhe-Wahbe is a forgiving God. The idea of bearing the guilt or punishment of sin is found in Genesis chapter 4, verse 13. It is found in Leviticus chapter 5, verse 1 and verse 17, and chapter 7, verse 18. It is found in the book of Numbers, chapter 5, verse 31, and chapter 14, verse 34. Therefore, a substitutionary representative is needed to carry the guilt to its conclusion. Thus, Yudhe-Wahbe Bethlehem Sophie Yudhe-Wahbe has made intercession for the transgressors. And the scripture is fulfilled which says, and he was numbered with the transgressors. That it might be fulfilled which was spoken by Isaiah the prophet, saying, Yudhe-Wahbe Bethlehem Sophie Yudhe-Wahbe himself took our infirmities and bare our sicknesses. It is a fact today that many believe Yudhe-Wahbe Bethlehem Sophie Yudhe-Wahbe, but are afraid to admit it. But though Yudhe-Wahbe Bethlehem Sophie Yudhe-Wahbe has done so many miracles before the people, yet they believe not on him, that the saying of Isaiah the prophet might be fulfilled, which he spake, Yudhe-Wahbe, who has believed our report. O Yudhe-Wahbe, who has believed our report? And to whom has the arm of Yudhe-Wahbe been revealed? Therefore, they cannot believe that Isaiah said again, Yudhe-Wahbe has blinded their eyes. Yudhe-Wahbe has hardened them, that they should not see with their eyes, their carnal eyes, nor understand with their carnal heart, and be converted, and I should heal them. These things said Isaiah when he saw the glory of Yudhe-Wahbe Bethlehem Sophie Yudhe-Wahbe, and spake of him. Nevertheless, among the chief rulers also many believe on Yudhe-Wahbe Bethlehem Sophie Yudhe-Wahbe. But because of the God of this world still being in charge of this world, they do not confess their belief in Yudhe-Wahbe Bethlehem Sophie Yudhe-Wahbe, lest they should be put out of their positions of power. For they love the praise of men more than the praise of Yudhe-Wahbe. The world must come to understand that he that believes on me, believes not on me, but on Yudhe-Wahbe that sent me. And he that sees me, sees Yudhe-Wahbe that sent me. I am come a light unto the world, that whosoever believes on me should not abide in darkness. If any man hear my words and believe not, I judge him not. For I come not to judge the world, but to save the world. He that rejects me and receives not my words, Yudhe-Wahbe judges him. The word that I have spoken, the same shall judge him in these last days of wicked rulership. For I have not spoken of myself. By the Father Yudhe-Wahbe which sent me, he gave me a commandment, what I should say and what I should speak. And I know that his commandment is life. And I know that this is life everlasting. Whatever I speak, therefore, even as the Father Yudhe-Wahbe said unto me, so I speak to you. So, Yahweh doesn't forfeit. Yahweh is once offered, not twice, once offered to bear the sins of many. And unto them that look for him shall he appear without sin unto salvation.